Huh. No, that's too short. That's too little. I can't even look at me. You can barely see my head and shit. It's Pacquiao entering his prime at age 42 after suffering a devastating knockout, 7 losses, 55 plus wars. Is Pacquiao entering his prime still? Is he in his prime still? Or even like, entering his prime? Did he enter his prime when he beat Adrian Broner? Although he fought Marco Antonio Barrera and Juan Manuel Marquez and all those fucking greats back in the day, like had all those wars, De La Hoya, everybody, man, everybody. That's crazy, man. Cotto, like, did Pacquiao fight Mosley too? Man, everybody. Mayweather, which I believe he won that fight, by the way, by 1 round. Unfortunately for Pacquiao, he decided to fight on Showtime, Mayweather Network. The commentating was, man, I wanted to jam my damn head through a window, man. This window. Although I wasn't here at this house watching that fight since then. But I'm digressing. Is Pacquiao entering his prime? I think he has, man. I think Pacquiao's in his prime at age 42. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I think so. And I'm going to say one of the reasons why I feel like Pacquiao is in his prime at age 42 is because his bone mass density. Seriously, I'm gonna take a different approach. I'm not gonna really talk about the resume, the the experience, skills, all that, right? Just let's go strictly from the physiological standpoint, the body standpoint, the bones, the bones. That's why I got no shirt off right now. All right, I'm not trying to put out the vibe like Harry and Lloyd. All right, I just don't got. I'm trying to go with the theme of the video, bone mass structure. You know what I mean? All our bones, man. Boom, bone mass structure. So, bone modeling means basically when our bones, like they're gonna reach, like it's full size. You know what I mean? As far as like length, as far as height, things of that nature. That's modeling, and that happens from about 17 to 25, right? It's bone modeling. So our bones will reach our full size at about, like I said, by 25. Depending. But then you got bone remodeling. So what that is about around every 10 years, your bone basically sheds bad bone and regenerates new bone. That's pretty much what it does. Regenerates new bone and sheds a bad bone. That's called bone. Like I said, that's bone remodeling, right? Every 10 years. So the bone remodeling process, like the final shed, you can call it, the final shed is like typically like around 40 years old, 50 years old, right? That's like the final shed. So that got me thinking. From that standpoint alone, Manny Pacquiao is probably like in his final shed, man. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Like look how he looks, man, physically. That fucker's calves, like they're everything, his bone, everything. It's just, for example, it's like when you see an older man like at work or something, right? So I saw it be like in factory job and shit, right? That's always the older cats, like 50 years old and shit, right? Man, those fuckers had like big ass forearms, big ass arms. I'm thinking like, God damn, I'm like 22. I'm supposed to be stronger and like more muscular looking than you are. Your fucking forearms are like two of my forearms. Like it's crazy. That's why, man. They were like in their last like their last stages of their. That's really the bone mass, bone mass density. That's when it kind of peaks out, like in your 50s, 40, 50s. That's when you get the biggest. And then you start losing it like in the 60s, 70s. And then you get no more remodeling, you know what I mean? No more remodeling. Although, and I got my own theories on how we can keep remodeling that house. But, so from that standpoint alone, oh, and by the way, I look things up like on .org and shit like that too. Like I don't just, just talk out the ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to put out, I always like to put out, facts. These days you got like alternative facts. So that's why you gotta cross research, man. You can't just go off of one, source, man. You gotta at least do two, three. You gotta keep reading and shit, keep reading. So I don't put out many videos, man, because it takes me like hours to just research a video, and then more hours to like fucking deliver the video. So it's like, but I'm tired of all that taking hours to deliver. This is my 17th try. I'm done. No, this is my third. Anyways. So Manny Pacquiao, yes, I feel like from I feel like that standpoint alone, he is in his prime. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not even talking about the experience, the resumes, skills, none of that. The spirit, the mind, none of that. So I might make a part two about that because I could go deeper into like the mind and all that shit too, like how he's in his prime for that. But 525. All right. So thank you everybody again, truly, for rolling with the punches. My back's starting to hurt and shit. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.